Good morning, everybody. Today we'll discuss basic concept of psychology. In early days, men had nomadic life. They had shifted from one place to another in search of food for their livelihood. Later, they began fishing and cultivation. These led them to live nomad life and to develop settled life and culture. They began to live in a fixed place. Thus, civilization began, and men developed themselves to know about various things. They tried to know the truth about the riddle of the universe, about themselves, about environment, etc. Thus developed philosophy. Philosophy means to know about the universe and oneself. The person who studies and explains about the thing around him is known as philosopher. The explanation or reasoning, that is logic, about the truth becomes the philosophy of the respective philosopher or school of philosophy. Behind each explanation or knowledge about the truth, there lies reasoning, which is known as logic. So simply we have seen philosophy and logic. In these philosophies, there were no experimental proof. They consist of views of the different philosophers. With the development of civilization, various philosophies developed in various fields, in the field of life, in the field of medicine, etc. Thus, philosophy became the mother of all knowledge. With the passage of time, different offices developed from philosophy, like psychology, science, etc. For this reason, psychology is called the legitimate offspring of philosophy. In the early age, psychology was of pre-scientific psychology. At that age, it was believed that the various actions or behaviors of men were under the influence of planets, demons, ghosts, spirits, and various supernatural forces. In this way, they located cause and forms of human activities outside the human being. Then the Greek philosophers came. They are credited to look inside the man. Within man, they find there is soul. Thus they considered soul as the subject matter of psychology. In Greek, psycho means soul and logos means study or knowledge. Thus psychology appeared as the study of the soul. But what is soul? How it can be studied? These questions remain unsolved. So thereafter developed the concept of mind. Mind becomes the subject matter of psychology. Thus psychology became the study of mind. Among the Greek philosophers, Plato, Socrates considered mind as the generator of human behavior. Socrates considered mind and body as united ones, whereas Plato and thereafter French philosopher René Descartes viewed mind and body are separate. But what is mind? how it can be studied. These questions remain unsolved like the soul. Thereafter came idea of consciousness. The subject matter of psychology centered to consciousness. According to Wilhelm Wundt, a German psychologist, consciousness can be analyzed or broken into three elements as physical sensation, feeling, and images. If we refer about the experience or consciousness about an apple, we try to combine what we see, that is the physical sensation, our likings or dislikings about apple, that is the feelings, and the past experience or memories, that is the images about the apple. But as consciousness cannot be seen, cannot be shown, cannot be studied scientifically, and this consciousness theory does not include subconscious, unconscious, and consciousness of animals, this theory faded away like the previous theories and changed by degrees. Eventually thereafter came another idea. The center matter becomes behavior. So thereafter the subject matter of psychology changed into behavior. J.B. Watson, who is called the father of behaviorism, defined psychology as the science of behavior. And he included in behavior both the human and animal behavior. The term behavior has a wide connotation. Woodworth, another psychologist, says any manifestation of life is activity, and behavior is the collective name for these activities. Activities are divided into three categories: cognitive activities, and affective activities. These cognitive activities are motor activities: walking, dancing, swimming, etc. These are under these cognitive or motor activities. Thinking, reasoning, imaging, these are under cognitive activities. It is known as cognition. And the affective activities are the feelings, happiness, anger, etc. So all these three are the parts of behavior and the subject matter of psychology. Considering all these things, we can know about the behavior of the person. Behavior also includes conscious, subconscious, and unconscious activities. Behavior is not limited to the human behavior only. It also includes behavior of plants and animals. Thus, in nutshell, behavior includes all the life activities and experiences of entire living organism. So, the psychology basically deals, as we are seeing, about the behavior of any person as well as subhuman being. This is in nutshell regarding the basic concept of psychology, how psychology evolved, and what is the subject matter of psychology. today up to this. Thank you everybody.